Aston Martin F1 reserve driver Felipe Drugovich will compete in sports car racing this year after sitting on the sidelines in 2023 following his FIA Formula 2 title-winning season. Now, Drugovich will enter the European Le Mans Series driving the number 10 Orca 07 Gibson for Vector Sport in the LMP2 category. He'll be teammates with Stefan Rakelmi and Ryan Cullen. Now, last year, Drugovich participated in 2 Formula E rookie sessions in Berlin and Rome in a Maserati. He was quickest in both of those sessions, but his main focus was his Aston Martin F1 reserve duties. Now he'll get back behind the wheel and get to compete for wins and a championship again, and the graphic courtesy there of European Le Mans Series. Hi. I couldn't resist it with the hair. I mean, come on, earth was that photo about? I thought my hair was long and all that long. I can get it. I get it on that. His is ridiculous. Look at that. Look, there's his, and there's mine. It's like, seriously, what on earth is he doing? Look.
Who did it
better,
like folks?
Who did it better? Yeah, look. Look at that. I feel like I'm a 19th century Victorian at this point as well, because I haven't had it cut in it. Hang on a minute. If I get my fringe right, it's opposite way of camera. There we go.
Schedule, Josh, you can get to the barbers. Oh no, hang on a minute. There isn't any time.
There's no time, and my hairdresser's on holiday as well. Look at my fringe. There we go. There you go. Who did it better in the comments, everyone? That's going to take me back. I spent ages in makeup. There you go. It's perfect in the morning, though, because when it's wet, you can just sweep it back, and you end up like a big quiff. It's really nice. Now I've gone bald, it looks like. See, I spent ages in the makeup chair before we go on air. So, Matt says there will be no sleep for a lot of Americans on this sports weekend. When I'm up at midnight, I'll send you a message. Josh. I'll probably still be awake. Behind the mic says, yep, 3-day weekend for me. I can confirm there will be no sleep. I think this is literally just 24/7. We should all, just get some coffees, and more on that coffee later on. So, with 2025 set to be a huge year for free agency, really, in Formula One, do you think Drugovich should be a contender for a seat, or should he start looking outside of F1 to continue his racing career?
Yeah, and Judge, I'm gonna start off by responding to the Heat Sports Weekend we have going on. We have multiple racing series happening around the world. We got supercars in F1, Formula 2, Formula 3 in Australia. Got IndyCar over the Thermal MotoGP is in Portugal. We got NASCAR in Coda, the Arca East and Five Flat Speedway. Yeah.
Moto E.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a whole bunch of racing, and then you have the NCAA tournament as well. So there's a whole bunch of sports on this weekend. So if you're a sports fanatic, there won't be any shortage of action. So this will be a true weekend for sports fans. And in regards to the question you just asked, I think Felipe Drugovich absolutely deserves an opportunity to race in Formula One, especially with so many seats that are going to be open. I don't know if he'll have a spot at Aston Martin, but hopefully that will be a spot for him somewhere on the grid. It would be a huge shame if he's unable to find a seat in Formula One. But if not, I think it's good to keep your options open. It seems like he's already done that. When he participated in the rookie sessions last year in Berlin and Rome in the Maserati, surprising everyone that he was quickest in both sessions. So if you're a Formula E team, looking for a driver for next season, and if there's not going to be anything open for Drugovich in F1, he'd probably be, towards the top of my list of people I want to sign, and or other sports car racing series as well. That could be an option, or even the IndyCar series. I think even if it doesn't work out in Formula One, Felipe Drugovich will certainly have a lot of places to go. I think it's a good idea for him to look outside of F1, but at the same time, I do think that he deserves to be on the grid in 2025 in some shape or form.
Yeah, this is a good place for him to start, and that's a pretty decent lineup with Stefan Rakelmi and Ryan Cullen alongside for Vector. I don't think there might be one. There's only 6 races in the European Le Mans Series season, and I don't think there's any clashes with Formula One. So this shouldn't affect him too badly in terms of clashes and not being at the racetrack for the opportunity to jump in the car, like we saw with Ollie Behrman at Saudi Arabia when Sainz got out. If Alonso or Stroll was to come down with illness or injury or anything else. So shouldn't affect him too badly in that sense, and it keeps him behind the wheel. European Le Mans Series is the only place really, apart from IMSA, that you're going to see LMP2 cars going forward. So it's a good place for him to try and get some race victories. And if he's still got the F1 dream on this side, he'll have a European Le Mans Series championship to go for, and he's got a foot in both paddocks, potentially to to broaden the horizons of his career potentially. But when he won the I'm not taking anything away from when he won the championship in F2 a couple of years ago, but it was a little bit of a down year. And I think back to GP2, and the only man really that never made a step up from winning the championship was Fabio Lima. And what happened to him after winning the GP2 championship? Pretty much nothing. So Drugovich has kept himself in the game by being in the F1 paddock, and this will, as I say, hopefully help him out going forwards, or left or right, to get a seat if the chance arises. Adam says Drugovich deserves to be an F1 talented driver. Say nothing to take away from him winning the championship. You've got to be there, and you've got to beat everyone else in front of you, and he did that. But I'm not quite sure he's at that F1 level. But we haven't seen. You would maybe have said that about Ollie Behrman before Jeddah a couple of weeks ago. He wasn't quite ready, and look what he did there. So if the opportunity does arise for Felipe to jump in, then I'm sure will take it with two hands and both feet.